Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a tutorial. I'm going to be using the products, well, some of the products that I received on my September Boxycharm, which are these. Let me show you what I got. We got some Alamar brushes. I'm not going to go through the box like everybody else does. I'm just going to show a few things, well, the things that I received, and we'll talk about it as I'm using the product anyway. We received a Laura Geller blush. This one is a baked blush and it's called Tropic Hues. It's a baked blush and brightener. Alright, we received a Butter London glazed liner. Hank and Henry. What is this? Is this a liquid lipstick? Yep, liquid lipstick. It's called Petal Pusher. And we received a palette, which is a palette by Pretty Vulgar, and it's called Nightingale, which is that right there. So yeah, if you want to see what I create using these products, then obviously you have to keep watching. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel, follow my other social medias, and watch my previous videos. All right, let's start having some fun. So this is what the Nightingale palette looks like. These are the eyeshadows. They're all pretty cool toned eyeshadows, but it looks nice, so I hope I like the palette. This is what it looks like. If you can see it, I know the lights are super bright here today, but it's pretty cloudy outside, so I have all the lights on in here. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the eyeshadow. I think I'm gonna use Hide and Seek first, which is this one right here, and I'm gonna place that on my crease as my transition shade. Let me place this down, and I'm going to be using the Alamar Cosmetics blending brush, which is this one right here. So these are the three brushes. The shader is pretty small, and the blending. I'm going to start with the blending brush, and like I said, the first eyeshadow I'm using is Hide and Seek. And by the way, these brushes are synthetic brushes, just in case you care to know. Yeah, I'm gonna place this on my mobile lid. Ooh, look at that, it already has a lot of pigment, and I just touched my eye with this. Wow, the brush feels nice and soft, and it's blending nicely. Like I see the eyeshadow moving around. All right, so far so good. First eyeshadow looks good. Brush, I love. It feels so nice and soft. Okay, let's do the next eye. Look at that. It does have a lot of pigment. The palette does. So yeah, I'm placing this from outer to inner corner in soft circular motions. I'm holding the brush from the outer edge of the, I always want to say stick, but it's a barrel. Or is this the barrel? I don't know, doesn't matter. You guys know what I'm talking about. El palo. I'm talking about el palo del brush. I've been thinking about doing Spanish tutorials, but I don't know. I guess the only thing that's stopping me from doing the Spanish tutorials is that it's so weird, because I feel like my Spanish is not as good as it used to be. So I'm constantly searching through my brain for words, you know, to describe everything, like the eyelid, the how to say transition shade, and all these other words that I'm going to need. So I'm going to need to do a little bit of homework, but I think I want to do some Spanish tutorials in the near future. You know, like I have to say la cuenca del ojo, which I believe that's the socket, the crease type of area. I don't know how I would say the outer V, just the la V del ojo. You know, you see, like, I don't think those are correct terms, so I would have to do a little bit of research, figure out what the correct terms to use are, and then I'll start doing videos in Spanish, like mascara. I know a lot of people call it rimel, but at the same time, rimel, I think they say rimel, but at the same time, I'm like, is that lipstick? You know, so I have to do my homework. Anyways, let's keep it moving. So yeah, the palette, this first eyeshadow that I use, which is Hide and Seek, has a lot of pigments. I like the way the brush is moving everything around. So the brush is great, and that first eyeshadow I am liking. So the next eyeshadow I'm gonna use is Nocturnal, which is this one over here, and I'm using the flat shader brush from Alamar Cosmetics for this. And I'm gonna place this on my brow bone. This brush is super small. So for me, I would continue using it for my brow bone. And even for the inner tear duct highlight, I would use that. But for here, I guess if I'm doing different shades, then it would be good because it's really small, so it fits right in here, so I can move along. But if I want to fill everything up, this is going to take me forever because look at how small the brush is. So for the inner area, I think it would work great. And for my brow bone, that's what I would use this brush for. It's nice and soft, and it picks up a good amount of eyeshadow. All right, so I'm gonna grab the blending brush again, and now I'm gonna go into the eyeshadow name Flip Out, which is this brown right here, Flip Out, and I'm going to place this onto the crease. I'm just gonna keep it a little bit lower than I did Hide and Seek. And I'm gonna be really, really gentle with this because if the eyeshadow is as pigmented as the other one, it's gonna go on dark. So I'm gonna be really, really gentle and careful. So I'm barely touching my skin right now, and I already see the pigment. Do you guys see that? So the palette is pretty pigmented. So I'm applying this on my outer V, and I'm gonna bring it into the crease in small circular motions, and I'm just gonna keep it halfway into the crease. And on the outer V, I'm going to flick it out just a little bit, and as you guys can see, I'm just adding a tiny little bit, and that little bit that I added, I'm moving it around to where I want the eyeshadow to be. I think I'm gonna darken it a little bit more, but let me do the other eye and then we'll see. I'll decide what I want to do. So again, I'm placing it, and I'm gonna bring it in. Oh, this brush is so soft. I really like it. Okay, so far so good. I'm gonna deepen the eyeshadow a little bit more. So I just grabbed a little bit more on the brush, and I'm gonna be placing this on the outer V on both eyes. And then I'm just gonna make sure everything is blended nicely. Okay, so I'm gonna keep working with the eyeshadow Flip Out, but I'm gonna grab the flat tight liner brush, and I'm going to place this right under my lashes, but I'm gonna keep it on the outer V as well. I'm not gonna bring it all the way in, but I'm just gonna smoke out this outer corner and make sure it's connected with my outer V out here. And now I'm going to take this Makeup Geek pointed crease brush, and I'm going to buff that with no eyeshadow on the brush. I'm just going to buff this corner right here to soften it. And then I'm going to go in with Hide and Seek to buff it out even more. So now I'm going to pick up Hide and Seek, which is the eyeshadow I used first, this one right here. And I'm going to buff that right under. And I'm going to bring it all the way in. Okay, so that's starting to look good. The next eyeshadow I'm going to be using, what should I use? think I'm gonna go with a, I'm between Clutch and Pillow Fight. I don't know which one to do, you guys. They're both so pretty. I think I'm gonna go with Clutch. Clutch is the darker one. So it's either, let me see, Pillow Fight, which is this one, or Clutch, which is this one right here. I think I'm gonna go with Clutch. Yeah, I'm gonna do Clutch. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a bigger flat shader brush, which is, this one's by BH Cosmetics. It's the number 102, because I wanna fill in that whole piece right here on my lid. And if I use the Alamar one, it's gonna take me forever. So I'm just gonna go in with this and place the eyeshadow named Clutch. Oh my god, it's so pretty, you guys. That is so pretty. And I'm going to make it meet, flip out here. Let me apply the other eye. And I'm gonna go back to the blending brush without any product on it, and I'm gonna start blending the edges of Flip Out and Clutch. So I'm gonna go back to the flat shader brush by Alamar Cosmetics. I did clean it off because I had a little bit of Nocturnal left on it. But I'm gonna be taking the eyeshadow name Break Free, which is this one over here. And I'm gonna be placing this on my tear duct area for a highlight. Like I said, I'm using the Alamar flat shader brush because it's small and I think it fits perfectly in here. Okay, so far so good. I do like the palette. It's pretty good. It's pretty pigmented, and you can create a lot of cool tone eye looks with this palette. It has good choices. It has darker browns if you were in, wanted to do something smokier. So yeah, it has silvers and grays. So I do like it. It has a good transition shade. I think I'm gonna skip out on the eyeliner because, well, for one, I'm not crazy about felt tip eyeliners. And this one does have a little bit of a glitter, which I saw in somebody else's video. So I'm gonna skip this because I can give this away to someone that likes those types of eyeliners. So I'm gonna go into the blush, which is the Laura Geller blush, Baked Blush and Brighten, and this is in Tropic Hues. So let's apply this before I finish my eyes because I will be putting on some mascara and some falsies in a little bit. And let me grab a brush. Which brush? Okay, I'll take this one and make sure it's clean. All right, so that's as clean as it's gonna get. So this is what the blush looks like. It's pretty. It has a little bit of gold in it. It has like a mauve-y soft pink. So let's see, let me do it. Ooh, a lot of it comes up. Let me put some here first before I put it on my cheek, okay? Ooh, that's pretty. It's more on the pink side. I kind of like more toned down blushes, but this is pretty. Like I have to keep a light hand with it. But look at that, it's very pretty. Alright, you guys already know I like to bring my blush pretty much all over the place. But I'm feeling the blush, it's very pretty. This is the first time I've ever used any Laura Geller products, so yeah, so far so good. I do like it. The last product from the September box is this Hank & Henry liquid lipstick in the shade Petal Pusher. I'm gonna be applying this on my lips right now. And by the way, I just have a lip gloss on my lips, so I'm just placing this right over it. So when I don't use a lip liner, I usually line my lips with the liquid lipstick and then I fill in. It's like I'm coloring. Wow, that's a pretty color. It's a really pretty color. All right, so let me finish. I'm going to be using the Butter London Double Decker Lash Mascara. And I'm I'm gonna apply some falsies and I will be right back. Okay, so the lashes I'm wearing are the Pure Pro lashes in the style Diva. I love these lashes. They are everything. They're so pretty. And that's it, you guys. This is the end of the video. What can I say about this Boxycharm for September? I do like it. I like the palette, the Pure Pretty Vulgar Nightingale palette. It's a cool tone palette. I don't think it's a palette that I would have gone out and purchased myself, but I am glad that I received it in a Boxycharm. Let me see what this runs for. The palette, well, it's $35, but yeah, I don't think I would have gone out to buy it, but I'm glad I received it because I do like it, and I'm glad that I have it. The Hank & Henry liquid lipstick. It's the first time I think that I've tried Hank & Henry as well. I've never tried Pretty Vulgar eyeshadows. I think I've had lipsticks and eyeliner and other stuff like that, but not eyeshadows. It's really good. It's a good palette. The Hank & Henry liquid lipstick, I love the color. It's very pretty and it feels very, very nice on the lips. So your lips just like glide nicely. It feels really nice. What else? The brushes. What can I say about the brushes? I like the brushes. They're really good. I would have liked this brush to be a little bit bigger, but it still works. Like I said, I like it in here in my inner tear duct area and for my brow bone highlights. The flat definer brush I love. It's really good. I love these brushes anyway. And the blending brush is super soft. It's very nice. I like the way it blends. So other than the eyeliner that I did not try, because again, I am not crazy about felt tip eyeliners, and then that one does have a little bit of glitter in it, so I don't want to mess with it because I know I'm not going to use it. So other than that, I think the box is great. All right, you guys, so thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel, follow my other social medias, and watch my previous videos. Until next time, hugs and kisses. So I'm gonna be using the so I cleaned off the